What is up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Figure Files. And I'm not going to say it. I'm going to let Brian Danielson, Daniel Bryan, say it for me. It's the final countdown. Oh, yeah. Almost time. We've almost hit all the tiers. That SnowCAT's about to be fully funded. And I saw in the chat, they must be waiting for us to get this thing over 14,000 backers. We're about to get there. Happy Thursday. One more day before we start off the weekend. Today has been a battle with my head. I've had a major migraine. It's just been boop, 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 little macking my head all day long. But it's not going to stop my excitement. I am ready to celebrate this HasLab getting all the way funded. Before we do that, though, let's send a shout out to all the Lyles Figure Files VIP members. That is Jamelin Parks, Blake Tarpley, Lefty Two Lions BK, Robert Hayes, Nathan William, James Green, Graham Tuttle, Vince, Henry G, Ryan Daly, Jay Woods, Tom Fit 2018, MOC Turtle, Doom Customs, Bro, Allen, DJ No Good, Pixelated Poses, David Thanos, Lost and Wallace, John Morrissey, Retro Robo, and oh yeah, our guy Vintage Bob. Thank you all so much for supporting this fine channel. Oh no, the seat's going down, down, down. I don't know why it does this random points. It is so weird. It's so frustrating. Whatever. We're gonna make it through that. There we go. Go all the way down. There we go. And of course, let's thank the Lyles Figure Files super supporters. My brother, Jason Lyles, John Morrissey, Robert Hayes, Ryan Daly, Kwame Taylor, Lawson Wallace, Retro Robo, and Rob D21 Beast Polak. Thank you all for keeping this fine channel going, rolling strong. Definitely was encouraging me to get out there with more videos on the SnowCAT. If you missed it, I did a whole breakdown of the IG Live where Lenny and Emily were taking care of all the stuff with the SnowCAT, showing us all the stuff, potentially not so much subtly teasing. We're going to see an Arctic His Tank real soon, maybe a Stinger as well. So that'll be fun to add to our snow theme. And let's not delay this thing anymore. Let's see where we are right at this moment with the SnowCAT and getting my guy Flint done and wrapped up. So we're 3 hours and 50 minutes. Where are we, Flint? 13,869. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this thing getting funded. Before we go off, 10:30, we'll see. But I'm excited. This is getting here. All right, let's go to the comments. Ronnie said, what's up, Ronnie? 748. It was 13,702. It's crazy how fast this thing is gone because during the live, Instagram live, it was it like what was it? It was probably about 11,000. They hadn't gotten the second tier knocked out yet. And it was going a little slow. I figured by the morning I was going to see it at 11,000. And it still wasn't. I was like, man, come on, guys, let's get this thing rolling. And then we started to see a lot of momentum. Emily mentioned, yeah, I've got to still put in some of these numbers from the international backers. It's not going to be a big surge, but I looked at 1 minute, it was 11,000 something, something. And then it was 12,000. Like 2 minutes later, Loss was like, check it. And we had tier 2. So now we're closing in on getting Flint. I've got to assume that if Emily just accounted for the international backers from the last few days, I think she mentioned she normally was updating that every Monday. But, you know, with these last few hours, you got to assume there's going to be a few stragglers, probably enough to get us over the fence there. But we're getting there. What's up, Snake Eyes? Howdy, partner. Jamelin Parks. Yes, cable is essential to go with my SnowCAT. I knew that thumbnail was going to look weird, but you know what I'm talking about. John Morrissey, yo, Joe, less than 250 backers to go. Flint could fund before Jeff shows up. Oh, I wish, but I hope it's shortly after he goes live. That would be awesome. John Morrissey, I hope so too, Jamelin. I selfishly want to share Jeff's joy. Oh, I'm going to be obnoxious if Flint gets done while we're still doing this episode. And let me see here. There's one other thing I wanted to do as I get ready in preparation for this big moment. There we go. I found it. So it is that time. You better believe I'm going to pull that up. All right, so that's squared away. What's up, David Thanos? How we doing? How often should I check without it being obnoxious? Let's see. Is there such a thing? 13,891. This thing is, I'm feeling pretty good about it getting knocked out by the time. Maybe before 9 o'clock. 222 at the moment, but it's moving quickly. At 7:59, now it's 2:20. King Galactor, what's going on? What's up with you? And Jamelin, it's funny because I have my wrestling ring set up downstairs, so that's where I shoot all my wrestling figure reviews. I knew he was down there, and I said, nah, I gotta have my guy Daniel Bryan for this. And gotta have him ready so we can cue it up. The final countdown. It is so fun seeing this thing coming together. I didn't waver. I really was confident we were going to see this get funded all along. I knew it all along, but it was going real slow. And man, there are so many people in various forums on social media who seemed like they're rooting against it. And I was like, why? Why? I mean, if you don't want it, that's cool. I'm not telling you how to spend your money, but why root against it? It's just weird. Now, Ski Raider, you posted that at 8:03 and 13,817. Oops. And gosh, look at just how fast it went in 2 minutes. Well, actually, almost 9 minutes at this point. This is crazy. This thing is rolling. It is waiting on the Loudest Figure Files crew, Ski Raider. What's up, G Brew? How you doing? King Collector, Ski Raider, thanks again for that chuckles. He was definitely needed for the collection. Hey, King Collector, do you have a Hank Pym head sculpt from I guess there's a solo one with the West Coast Avengers one and the 2-pack with Wasp? Because that head sculpt makes for a pretty solid Chuckles head sculpt there. Head sculpt. I feel like I said that plural. Anyway, what's up, Maurice Phillip? Good time zone to you as well. Harry G, what's goody, Jeff, and my Figure Files crew? I hope y'all are having an exquisite week. It is fantastic. These last few days have been really fun. Watching Lady J get funded, it was like, all right, that's tier 1. Tier 2, it was just like a Thanos snap and it was done. And now Flint is going to get backed by the time we wrap up, or at least 9 o'clock. Wow. I mean, may have to just keep the screen up here, do a split screen the whole time. There we go. Maybe more like this. Yeah. Okay. Which of course you can't read now, but right now, 13,917. Wow. It's coming along. Finish Bob. Yo, Jeffrey. Yo, Joes. Hey, VB, you still got time to get in on this line, man. It's too much fun. MOC Turtle. Hello, all. Doing basement cleanup stuff, so we'll be listening and responding sporadically. It is very good to clean the basement. Mine is littered with boxes of figures that are already open, ready to get incorporated in some photo shoot, and it's chaotic down there. I'm making some real progress on there. Jabel, let's do this. Let's do it. Omega 579. Hey, what's happening? RIPD Danielle Spencer. Yeah, I thought about you, ironically, when I saw that news. I was like, oh man, we're gonna have to give her a shout out. So absolutely. Henry G. Yes, y'all. SnowCAT almost fully funded. All tiers will be unlocked. Let's get it. Let's make that money. Hope the migraine goes away. Had a headache all day too, but mine was stress. My migraines are so lame, and I cannot wait for this one to be gone. I'm gonna take a shower real fast, hoping that some of the temple pounding would get away right before the show. A little behind the scenes. In CFO, what's going on? Wow, they're gonna do it. Yeah, it's exciting because it was like, what's with all the suspense? These other HasLabs from G.I. Joe, it was there was no popcorn to gather because it was funded just like that. This one, I don't know. Somebody posted an analogy and it was like back in the day, if you're old enough to remember in the 90s when the NFC won the Super Bowl, all they had to do was show up and they would blow out whoever came from the AFC. It was like those kind of Super Bowls where it was just like, all right, there's a new HasLab announced for G.I. Joe. It's funded within hours. This one has been like one of those modern ones where it comes down to the final 3 possessions or something, or Taylor Swift influenced referee. Nothing personal on that one, of course. But yeah, this one has been right down to sort of kind of the wire. But I think we're nearing the end of the stress here for all of us. And wow. Man, so what was that? Not even 30 seconds ago? It was 13,917, and now 939. We are closing in. Man, what a party this is going to be. Blake Tarbley, what's up? Yo, Jeff and the Fairfiles crew. It's the final countdown. I like how we were all synced up with that. I mean, it's just, you had to do it. Life rants. What's going on? Everyone, let's double up. Let's get hyped up. We're almost here. After all this, like, sweat it out, posting videos like, come on, we can do it. I know we can. We're about to get it done. Retro Robo, what's up, Jeff and the Figure Files crew? Yo, Joe, let's go. Got to get tough, too. Woo! Oops, hold on here. Lawson, thank you for the $10 super chat, my man. Yo, Joe, for Jeff, the best kind of Joe fan. I appreciate it. This thing is just one of my all-time favorite properties. And I am loving the fact that we're getting this classified series line because it's just, I really remember when when Hasbro introduced the Black Series, I was like, these look so cool. And my second thought after that was, well, can they do this for G.I. Joe? And we are here. We're getting vehicles now. I mean, these HasLabs are just amazing. And it's like, wow, there's so much more to do still. And we're getting some amazing figures. Walmart was like, hey, guy, to celebrate the HasLab getting funded, we got Crystal Ball coming to you tomorrow. So that's pretty exciting. All you have to look into the crystal ball. Will it fund? He's coming tomorrow. So good times all around. What's up? Lost for your files gang. What up, Lawson? MOC Turtles. Basically a Flint with a SnowCAT accessory. I mean, Flint was, you know what's crazy about him? I really was like, who is this dude? Because I was waiting to see Hawk in the cartoon. So when Duke jumped the line and came in with the original Joes, I was like, why is he here? Where is Hawk? And then when Flint came, I was like, who is this dude? I was like, that outfit's kind of cool. And that figure, when I got that Real American Hero, I was like, oh, this costume is so cool because he had a lot more black than the green and brown in the cartoon. I was like, yo, I really like this guy. And all that whole 85 squad, and we're just down to Airtight, Heavy Metal now, and Toll Booth, and the Bridge Slayer. We're so close. Man, next year with the snow hits, I am going to be all about that thing. It is the final countdown, David Thanos. And the way we're rolling, let's see here. It was 13,939. Have we hit it yet? Okay, getting there. This is the fastest moving final countdown ever. 13,962. Almost there. Stay on target, guys. MOC Turtle, thank you for the $10 super chat for keeping it positive and genuine excitement. I mean, these are figures. If you can't be excited about it, I mean, there's, of course, no figure line is perfect, but I mean, there's so many more things we could be spending our money on. And most of it, not nearly as much fun as these figures. So, absolutely, I'm going to be excited and have a good time with it. Sunder Gannison. Oh man, I feel like I butchered your last name. Sunder, it's time for the percolator. Now, see if my buddy, who you all on Allows Movie Files might know, Gunner, he actually was a proficient percolator. I wish I could have a little GIF to show you him doing his thing, but that would have been awesome. What's up, Brian? Hey, everybody, let's make sure to give a big shout out to Brian. Brian puts together those amazing charts over at Geek Dad Life where I was like, listen, don't panic. We're going to get it because Brian's chart showed exactly how this is going to work out, how it's going to be possible. Don't panic. Don't worry. We're going to see it put together. I think I might still have those charts up. Let me see if yes, I do actually. So here it is. Now, I'm sure you might have seen these, but these are awesome. They're so easy to follow and read. So thank you, Brian, for letting us know. No need to panic. We were going to get this HasLab all along, and this was the Hiss and the Dragonfly, and you can see those last day surges were major. So we're here right now enjoying that surge with the SnowCAT. Thank you again for that, my man. Appreciate it. Vintage Bob, I am going to try everything because it's my wife was like, take the shower head and just run the hot water over your feet. That'll help. And it's helping so far. Maybe the adrenaline rush from the show will carry through. I don't even know if I'll need to come back on and do my 11:30 Jeff's Rocking Eve deal because I feel like we're gonna get this funded real soon. How soon? Real soon. Let's see where we're at now. All right, we're 7 backers away. This is all about the excitement now. We're almost there. Get hyped, get ready. It might be one more refresh, and we're gonna hit that mark. Ronnie, yo, Jeff and crew, what's up, Ronnie? How you doing? Aquarius man, hey Jeff, I back to can't believe it. We'll unlock all the series and happy G.I. Joe fans. Let's go. How many did you back? Oh man, just one. I am boy. This might be my parents' direction, but I never felt the need because we had vehicle drivers for G.I. Joe. And if you start incorporating other people and everybody's driving and piloting something, like why is anybody else piloting a Dragonfly? But Wild Bill, same deal with the Sky Striker. It doesn't make them as special if everyone can do it. So yeah, just one, like I've done with everything else. All right, it's time for one more refresh, and I think we will see that. All right, great. Let's do one more refresh. Bam! All right, we have done it. 14,005 backers. The mission is complete. Flint has been brought aboard. Everybody get some hot dogs, get your sausages, get your eggs. It's time to party. This HasLab is officially all the way funded. So to everyone who backed it, everyone who is on pins and needles like, will it fund? It's funded. We're locked in. Now it's just time for the victory parade, celebrating the confetti. Where are you going? I'm going to look at my wallet and watch this money disappear. But next year, we're going to have a SnowCAT joining the collection. We're going to have all of these cool figures finally all together now. We're going to have this amazing SnowCAT with the rockets, frostbite chilling. Oh man, get your snow backgrounds, your dioramas ready. Currently funding, but only for a few more hours. The fog lights, surveillance lights, the alert lights. This is going to be so much fun to have in hand. We're getting all of this. And we are also getting we're getting a that's about to butcher the name again. The biovac. No, sheesh. The bivouac. There we go. I've been studying, writing it down to make sure I can say it properly. And we're getting this. man, this is gonna be so much fun. This is that excitement that I had getting the vamp, getting the dragonfly. Now we've got the SnowCAT, and we've got all the cool stuff. And we're gonna see some really cool additions now. We're gonna see more Snow Joes coming to the line. And yes, we got that great head sculpt for Lady J, for Flint. And those are immediately going on to my retro figures because those are the best head sculpts we've seen for them. I don't even have retro Flint yet, but that head sculpt, as soon as it arrives, is going on to that retro Flint, maybe being one of my favorite. Fire's coming, get your favorite figures and run kind of deal. But yeah, and he's going to permanently have that beanie hat on. Good stuff. The bivouac is there in the background. We got everything. We got the campfire. We got snowboards. We have arrived, friends. Congratulations. We have done it. Man, that was exciting. Hopefully, y'all had a good time watching this lunatic get too hyped about G.I. Joe and the SnowCAT. I promise I won't say too much until next year this time, where I'm counting down till the snow starts arriving. Having said that, this area is going to go through a snow drought for like 10 years. I'm like, man, I'm going to have to fly somewhere with some snow just so I can take my HasLab SnowCAT out in it. But it's all the way done. Great stuff. And we're here. All right, let's see. Let's see what everybody else is saying in the chat. What's up, Ronnie? Man, yeah, it was so fast. You said 5 cube to go. And it's just like, it was so fast. Awesome. I'm disappointed we aren't getting a bag of bones as a tier. Tisk tisk. Andre. Sorry, Jeff, but I'll be back one. Oh man, that's all I backed. Because I don't have the space. I mean, I think it was here. Someone said they got 5 rattlers, and I was like, wow, where can you put 5? That deal is so big. And I mean, the SnowCAT, that's an awesome vehicle, but I'm thinking long term. I'm thinking 2035, Jeff, where he's going to put all these G.I. Joe Classified Series vehicles if I have more than one of each one. Now, I'm talking about the larger scale HasLabs. I've got a few Trouble Bubbles. What else? Of course, one Stinger, one Vamp. The Cobra Claw, maybe I'll get another one of those. Those are fun. But this is solid. David Thanos. I noticed figure shelf swapping. Yeah. So I put my McFarlane figures. Most of them are now over here so they can be closer to them. And then I moved the Jada toys on those first 3. Then I've got my NECA Dungeons and Dragons, Defenders of the Earth, and then I've got my DC Direct Return Reign of the Superman figures there. So a lot of shifting around, but I thought it was worth it because I needed the Justice League to have the shelf here, a little bit wider than that one, so I didn't have to have everybody so cramped. But thank you for catching that. I put a lot of work and a lot of I can't believe this figure keeps falling, but now it's all squared away. Yeah, this was so fast. I mean, it's 8:30 basically, and we're done. No stress, no worries. We're all squared away. All right, let me see if I can get this right. I don't want to butcher it. Kurakuta Dreams. This is my first G.I. Joe HasLab. I'm excited. Congratulations. These are some of the most exciting vehicles to have in your collection, and the pictures really don't do it justice. It's when you open up that box and it's like, this is a premium vehicle. It is nothing like it as far as collecting basically anything else for me, because we don't get those kind of vehicles in Marvel Legends. It's been a long time for Star Wars The Black Series. They're like, we'll show you for not backing our Rancor. No more HasLabs for you. And if you're a vintage collection collector, there we go. You get all kinds of great vehicles, but man, they're is expensive, in some cases more expensive, and I just don't have the space for them. But yeah, congratulations, a lot of fun, and I can't wait to hear this time next year what you think about getting your SnowCAT. Michael Solis, figure files time. That was record time. I mean, I was like, maybe it'll be like 10 o'clock and I have to do a little overtime, But nah, they were like, let's just end all the suspense. Let's get this thing backed and all the way done. What's funny? Those patches on Rattler look so cool, and I'm kind of like, what can I put them on? What can I sew them on to really impress everybody when I go out? Because I do like the way they look. Man, that was fast. What up, Joshua? How are you, man? Lawson, Jeffrey, I didn't waver either. I just forgot that the last day is when the lightning strikes. Yeah. Dark Knight 297. What up, Jabbing and Finger Files crew? Party people. Yo, Joe. You're right. It is Yo Joe. And I forgot I needed to do something when we reach this big momentous occasion. That, of course, is celebrating the only way a lunatic G.I. Joe fan knows how to. Let's do it up big time with my guy. Let's kick it off. Let's go party over here. Yo, Joe. And he's rocking his winter gear and everybody's celebrating, even Honolulu West, Duke, the whole crew. It is a G.I. Joe party up in here. We have done it. And yeah, big time. So cool. I mean, I want all the Joes in snow gear now. I know people are like, what about the desert characters? Yeah, we got them. But now we're getting snow. I'll take those toboggans they took going slushing down the tunnels in the whole mass device deal. I want all of it. So yeah, bring it on. Not the mass device, the weather dominator. What am I talking about? I just got too excited. Robert Hayes, what's up, Figure Foul SnowCAT fam? You better believe it. A14 was 92 to go. Man, that is wild. I'm not here to start no trouble. I'm just here to do the SnowCAT shuffle. And I had the tone just right for that one. John Morrissey, I'm with you, Jeff. Why are so many collectors recreational Hasbro haters? Let's have some joy and let some joy into your life, people. You can start by joining the Loud Figure Files. Hey, man, appreciate it. It's just life is way too stressful. We should just agree that our figures and collecting can be fun. And sometimes it's a little bit like, hey, I can't find this figure anywhere. Please help. But I mean, the rest of it, we can go, oh man, why did they not paint boots on Marvel Girl's figure? But you know some people, that's not a problem either. King Collector, yeah, that was weird. I heard people hating on it because they didn't have snow in their area. I'm like, what's that got to do with it? And that was funny because it was like, well, what about those places for your chameleon? Is you worried about the sun changing its color? It's just like, why? What happened to your imagination? It's just, I don't know. But absolutely. And when I don't have snow, I'm gonna create some just so I can have my SnowCAT in action. G-Brew. I mean, I didn't go in on it, but I wanted it to fun for everyone who wants it. I remember some people, no one here, being lame about the Active One. I'm thrilled at it. Exactly. It's like, just because you don't collect something doesn't mean you have to go, no, we don't want that for you. It's like, and I want everybody who's really invested in the other HasLab that they've got going right now. Let's quickly turn our attention to that because now there's no distraction for it. We've got our SnowCAT all the way. And if you're curious, it's at 14,192, still going strong. It's so wild. People were complaining they weren't doing enough to promote it. And it was like all they needed was 2 days. And then it's funded. All right, so let's see where the gunship is right now. It's going around a little bit slower. It's 3,323. It needs 8,000. And you've got 3 tiers. I think it's the same deal, 14,000 to get everything. They still got 25 days, 3 hours and 24 minutes to go. So there's still time. So everybody rooting and pulling for that. I'm rooting and pulling for you too. So good luck. Felix Guerrero, what's up, my man? I think people are just rooting against it because they hate the whole HasLab idea nowadays. They're going to release things again. They'll strip down later, and it's been proven they will sell the tiers. Yeah, Because I mean, I always go to look at the lesson Hasbro learned from the Rancor not getting backed. They cut off Black Series HasLabs. Nobody wins in that situation. So Hasbro might be the worst students ever because they don't learn the lesson that we're teaching them. So I'm not saying just, oh, this is terrible, back it because, we got to keep this thing going. But the SnowCAT, they put a lot of work into it. It was a really well done upgrade from that original. And it's like, why are we debating here? I mean, again, never going to say if you don't have the money, you should buy it anyway. I was way more on the if money doesn't matter to you tonight, what's the deal? This is a fun playset vehicle. I mean, we've got a little bit of everything in that deal. It's like this is amazing. And hopefully now that we've got that unlocked, we can get this back in rotation, get Snow Job, because we need a retro version of him to go along with the fun. And we got Alpine, we're gonna have Frostbite. Some of us have Snow Job, but there's one character who is not, and he is desperately missing from my 1985 lineup, and he won't speak for himself, so I got to do it for him. We need version 2 Snake Eyes now because that's my favorite look for him. So that's all the reason they need to do it. But he would look so dope in this line. I can't wait to have this thing and put all these figures on this bad boy. Carries up to 10 G.I. Joe figures. I'm gonna load it up, and I cannot wait to do that. Why is Rakondo on the back of this thing? Footloose, a little sketchy too, but we got Blowtorch, and he makes sense to include in the snow vehicle because you might need to melt some ice away. Airtight, Bazooka, he doesn't need sleeves. Neither does Flint. Oh man, this is going to be so much fun. Of course, by that point, they didn't have a lot of Snow Joes. It was Frostbite and Snow Job, so got to make do with what they can. But oh wow, I mean, look at this. And again, from our buddies over at 3djoes.com, providing these great high quality images. This is what we had back in 85. I love this. And the classified HasLab SnowCAT is so incredibly great. And it's such a great upgrade from this. I mean, that's so cool. And we've got it. Pun fully intended. Geez, now it's at 247. Good grief. Do you think this is going to hit 15,000 before it's over? And then I'm like, oh wow, why did we ever doubt it? But yeah, we got this thing knocked out. Samuel Barnhart, what's up? Yo, Joe, Jeffrey. Yo, Joe to you, my friend. Got this thing in the bag, says Blake Tarpley. Yup. I'm loving seeing the countdown from y'all as we go through this. And that was at 8:14 and CFO posted 81. A minute later, 78. Ski Raiders 13,917. Good stuff. I love the victory lap. This is like the post game talking to the press. We're having a press conference. Oh, it was a great game. We were out there having a great time. SnowCAT's fully funded. And I need to put the ticker here at the bottom. SnowCAT is funded. Jeremy Kulo. What's up, Jeremy? I'm not a Joe collector, but I'm so happy everyone who ordered one will be getting a fully teared out SnowCAT. Thank you, my friend. I mean, because at some point you're gonna want something too, and it's like I'm not gonna be like, no, don't back this thing. Nah, we can all be happy. Thank you, I appreciate that. Felix, it's not a once in a lifetime dream release, like they've said. I don't know. For me, this was absolutely a dream HasLab to get. I mean, I've been fine if it's a Pulse exclusive, but I love all the different aspects they included with it. The bivouac. I'm going to constantly butcher that. I've just resigned myself that I'm going to say it as I'm doing my unboxing video, and I have no idea what I'm going to call it from one segment to the next. But we got a full-on play set. We've got a campfire deal. We got a Frostbite sitting by himself. Some people were going, oh man, we got to back it just so Flint doesn't see Frostbite making time with Lady J. So Frostbite's gonna have to sit by himself. and just hang out in the cockpit and maybe play some video games because Flynn and Lady J are going to be in the bivouac chilling with some fire, some bacon and eggs, a little steak. I mean, how much fun is that going to be to set up? What's the opening price on eBay? You know, let's do something here. Let's see how some of these other G.I. Joe classified series HasLabs are doing over on the Bay. Wow, craziness. Here you go. So if you want that Barons, you can get it for $130. And let's not forget that shipping too. $485 for your Dragonfly. What was that? $275, $395, another $17 basically. $300 for your Dragonfly. So, and this one's going to be the smallest of all the HasLabs. I mean, trying to sell the figures for $160, $525 for your His Tank. Yeah, I mean, that's always been a thing to me. If you're getting these to flip, seems like you can get your money back just like that. Just like that. So there you go. I mean, $70 for the Rattler Gunner. He's a nice figure, not $70 worth. So there you go. Another option for everybody. If you're on the fence going, maybe I should get a second. No pressure. It's all funded. So it's all good. My basement cleanup is more due to too much rain, not enough sub pump. Man, I remember those days, MLC Turtle. Our parents would wake us up and go, hey, it's raining. We got to get the basement. And no fun. Who's Lau? Hey, David Thanos. I don't know. Trying to figure it out. Jimmy Pop. What's up, Jimmy? Whee! This is exciting. Now, I'm thinking of the Geico commercial, reading that. The little kid that cried all the way home. It is exciting. It's 69. Lawson, I've already named my SnowCAT Frost Bucket. This is, yeah, man. Oh, Lou, what's going on? Never back to Joe HasLab, but I'm excited for those who are in dope. Hey, Olu, have you gotten any of the other HasLabs? Because I feel like I'm trying to think. Do I have multiples of other ones? Yes, I have multiple Marvel Legends. No Star Wars ones, and definitely no Star Wars Black Series. Hustle SM. Sup, Jeff? Sup, chat? What's going on? How are you tonight? Rick Cage. Greetings, Laos Figure Files crewman. What it is? Shalom, my brothers. What's up with you? Jerry, what's going on? 60 away as of 8/17. Yeah, that is good stuff. Hustle SM. See what a little bit of faith can do. All 3 tiers, baby. Like a triple overtime. Like a triple overtime. That'd have been terrible if it went to overtime when we lost this thing. Lost it for the win. Henry G. Okay, it's official. Crystal Ball has been canceled. Anybody remember those old commercials? I've been canceled. Dang you, Walmart. Henry G is looking for Crystal Ball. So if you happen to see Crystal Ball, did you have a classified series figure in your area? Let Henry G know. Henry G has looked out for so many of us here. So if you find him, let us know. Help a brother out. David Thanos had a migraine yesterday. Then, oh man, you had a terrible week. Moses. Did I say your name right? I hope I did. Double up and cancel the double. Drew F8. Drew F82. Excuse me. That was awful. Jeffrey, just wanted to say your Joe videos are awesome. Cheers from NYC. Thank you. I love G.I. Joe, so those videos are just too much fun for me. And hopefully I'm not being ridiculous with it because it's just like, yo, let me tell you about these G.I. Joes. They're so amazing. And then, of course, there's some really great Marvel Legend figures. I feel like this is an awesome time to collect because there's just so much great stuff. If you're a fan of Masters of the Universe, Star Wars, whichever format, 3.75 inch, 6 inch, Hot Toys, 12-inch scale, Transformers, wrestling, there is something that's going to be dope no matter what your preference in figure collecting. It's just, I don't know if it's ever going to get better than this because it is just, whoo, great stuff. And it was 51 as of 8/18. Jalen, I'm kind of curious to see how many of the YouTube naysayers are going to change their tune, or will they just not talk about it anymore? Oh, if only there was a way that you could find them naysaying about stuff. Oh wait, it's online receipts called videos. I don't know. I mean, sometimes being negative just leads to more video views. Lead off chain 55, 13,952. That was back at 8/18. That thing really just skyrocketed in no time. It was just like couldn't keep up with how fast it was going. Todd loves toys. So do I, Todd. Emily said she has to manually add international buyers. She said she normally does it on Mondays, but then with SnowCAT, she's adding them all today. Not sure if she has them all added yet. That'd be crazy. There's still so many more to do, right? Less than 50 at 8/18. Gosh, it was racking up so fast. Also, listen, all the fear mongers can relax. There was a whole bunch of them this time. I was like, good grief, relax. It's going to be all right. NCFL, Walmart canceled your. When did you order them? I'm curious. Henry G, when did y'all order your crystal ball? I felt like whenever he went up, I got him right away. And maybe check walmart.com to see if there's some in your area. I know a bunch of stores have that big display. Maybe you can find them that way. Excuse me. Of course, certainly not preferable when you pre-order something. It's like they've been Target with the random cancelizations, canceling your pre-orders. It's not a great look, especially when you see people having 10 or 12 deep in their stores and they can't find one to give to you. King Collector, MOC for the win. 38 as of 8/19. Ski Raider right there. Michael Bailey's. What's up, Michael? This is my first HasLab. Pretty stoked. And the great thing, they're going to keep making HasLab G.I. Joes. And I mean, because we keep backing, we keep supporting them. Like, yes, this is the way. Keep them coming. I figure I'll give them a whole week before I come up with my video. Here's what we should get next time for G.I. Joe's, I guess, the Cobra HasLab answer next year. Jalen, why is he here? Jeff didn't read his green sheet. I must not have. Lead off chain 55, Walmart. Man, what was going on with them? Because earlier, one of my buddies, and I assume he placed his right at the same time I did too. He got the order placed, change up on his, and then it was like, all right, well, it's coming. And I guess I don't have to worry about the panic because FedEx is like, it's arriving. So I wonder what was going on with these pre-orders. Not great. It is getting all the bonuses. Now it's time to go. Where were y'all later? And I don't know how many of y'all remember She's All That, but when old girl got the prom queen and she said, I want to say thank you for everyone who voted for me. And then for the rest of you all, what were you thinking? I have not seen the new Walmart display, David Thanos. I'm just trying to think. Have I been to a Walmart? No, I haven't. I was really deciding. And I was like, I don't feel like being disappointed today. I'm just going to go back home. I was really considering just to see if Crystal Ball was going to be there because everything else, I'll get it later. But him, because he looks really cool in the pictures of people who have him. Yeah, but I'll wait it out. And this time it actually worked. Why do I keep doing that? 13,963. NCFL can't believe they did it. Can't believe it. MOC Turtle. I think Stalker started me on the beret thing. Plus Ride Shotgun. By far the best to show in fiction. That's my guy. Yeah. I mean, it was 8:20. Okay. I'm really curious to see when I catch up to the chat when we hit it. Hustle SM. Get ready for an avalanche. Boom of Snow Joes in 2026. That'd be great. And more Arctic bats coming back out there because I have two and I had them with the different faceplates, but oh man, they were too cool not to get more than those two. I don't tend to army build a bunch of bats, but between them and the Iron Grenadier ones, I was like, I'm gonna need more than the two I have. So very happy to see that. And yeah, we're getting there. Maurice, they just sent your email that the new ship date for Savage Land said is August 8th. They're going back to the future, Maurice. What's going on with them? 820, 24 more to go, 1376. Wow. They were going so fast. The popularity of G.I. Joe is strong and well deserved. One of the best out there. Absolutely one of the best. They're the best around. No one's going to keep G.I. Joe down. All right. This is so fun. Let's see here. Let me do this really fast. And for everybody tuning in for the first time, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Every Thursday at 8:05, I'm doing this. So feel free to come on through. Just join the chat and have a good time. That's the only requirements. All right, so that's done. Let's do this. Oh, hey, Brian Brink. The man. 13,976 as of 821. Henry G. What's up, Brian? Welcome to the fam. Absolutely, Brian. Thank you. 22 as of 822. King Collector. I would, but YouTube would be like, actually, you're not going to do that. So we'll just have to quietly hum it in our heads at that point. Michael Bailey's need a polar battle bear, snowmobile, and blizzard figure released during our year-long wait for our SnowCATs to be shipped. Yeah, there's so much snow stuff they can put out there, and it's just like, yeah, hopefully we see like 3 of them. During that Instagram live, Emily teased maybe we could get another companion pack. Lenny was like, what do y'all want to see? He mentioned that they did focus groups, and the water always goes down too fast. They didn't want to see troop builders. They wanted named characters like Flint and Lady J. I would love a 3-pack of Duke, Scarlet in their winter gear, maybe Shipwreck, definitely Roadblock. And I was watching that segment in the movie again, and Roadblock actually has his 50 cal in like most of the episodes. He's just rocking a basic cartoon gun. I was like, did I just figuring this out? Because I mean, it's acting like a laser. It's not firing off rapid shells. And I was like, oh man, it'd be so cool because he's got like the strap around his coat, unlike everybody else. And you know, a bigger size character with that would be pretty fun. So hopefully we'll see the name characters in winter gear variants because I will pick those up with a quickness. Yeah, you set my mind at ease with those. The charts really helped because it was like, oh, that's all we needed. And that was at 822. Man. So by the time you posted that, we had, yeah, it was crazy how fast that went. 7 away, 7 to go. Dang. Cue up the Ron Simmons gif. And in those minutes, it was going by so fast. At 823, backed. Book it. Hustle SM. Hasbro wasn't going to let the HasLab fail. I mean, you take a look at the Cantina. That 3rd tier did not go through. Look at Giant Man. We didn't get that really cool Skrull helmet or head sculpt. So, and then Ketchup and Mustard on the Sky Striker. So some HasLabs have not hit all the tiers. So it's not a thing of Hasbro's going to cook the books. It's we backed it and we got it taken care of. Oh, it's party time. Having a party. Man, G Brew, I wish I could sleep through my migraines. They're like the worst house guest, head guest ever because they will not let me sleep. Boom, that's a bingo. Done. Funded. Yay. Why did I type Jeff? All tiers unlocked. It's here. Should have done the here we go. John Morrissey, thank you for the 616 super chat. Fully funded. Congrats to all Joe collectors. Yo Joski. And speaking of Yo Joski, I've been building up my hype and excitement for the SnowCAT, rewatching a bunch of season 1. Love those episodes with the October Guard. When, please, can we get classified series October Guard? Please. I mean, I'll take a 3-pack, take a 5-pack, I'll take one at a time, but just let's get them going. Because, I mean, we can have a third faction in G.I. Joe and not the Iron Grenadiers, not the Dreadnoks, a straight up separate one. And we just keep adding members to the October Guard. Let's do it. Got it. Michael Solis, you found her? Man, I have seen nothing at my Ross in months. Unlocked. MLC Turtle. Joe fans just kicked down the door and told Flint, come on, we're going home. Did they also have a cocky, lopsided grin while they did it too? Well, thank you. Let's do fewer notifications. Morrissey indeed for the win. Thank you, Maurice. Boom. Congrats. Oh, thank you, Ronnie. Happy HasLab for Joel's Lands. And listen, I watched that Christmas episode where Cobra shrunk down. So good. And they're all rocking their winter gear too. So we can get CoverGirl in winter gear with a better head sculpt. So there you go. There's another option for us too. Nice. Let's go. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you, Joshua. Lazarus, congrats. Yes, sir. Bow, 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 bow. Don't forget the grilled snapper. Cannot. Absolutely. Lazarus, honestly, thank you. I wanted Jay and Flint more than the rest of it. And they look so good. So oh man. Flint Lady J SnowCAT gear with the beanies on because those heads are going to their retro figures. BAF, still almost 4 hours of backing. Guess more will back now. Yes, the ones who wanted to see if it was going to fund. So you're probably right. We're probably going to see another surge just to really cook the numbers. Now it's 14,544. So looks like you're absolutely right. We're going to see those who were like, well, I'll wait to see. And now I guess 15,000 really isn't that far a guess at this point. Yes. Big Lob makes his move. Big Lob too. Yes. Let me see here real fast. Yes. Let's see here. So let's see. Yes, let's do that. Split is indeed chilling. Like a villain. Christmas drops better have some Snow Joes. I think we're into the 2026 figures at this point, but I'm sure we'll see a lot by this time next year. I'm going to assume we're going to see some really cool snow figure renders. Maybe we'll see Iceberg for Pulse 1027. That'd be great. I love all of it. I'm going to sculpt some snowmans for the diorama I'm going to make around the SnowCAT and campsite. Absolutely. Congratulations to you as well. The Death Weasel. Yo, Joe. Us. Absolutely. Congratulations, everybody. Absolutely. Rick Cage, beautiful. I like your intro to the franchise memories. My only connection to G.I. Joe was a cartoon. I had only one comic about the origins of Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. That is like a tremendous only issue of G.I. Joe to read back in the day. Um, I'm trying to remember. It's been a couple of years. Um, what got me into it? Because it was like everything kind of hit at once. And I just remember, of course, this is long before we had leaked list of things where we had any idea about anything. It was just, this looks cool. I want to buy it. And of course, G.I. Joe and Hasbro was really quick to realize we need to shrink our figures down. We got to compete with Star Wars. And then the rest was history. And then they're like, we got to catch up to Star Wars again. We got to make our figures bigger. The figure report. I guess all that talk that HasLabs are dead were premature. Yeah, it was a lot of people. I think you're just upset about the whole HasLab premise. But it's like, the only thing I think they could continue to improve on is set up a payment plan. So you don't have to worry about it coming all at once. And now that we've got the HasLab SnowCAT all out the way, what did you all get this week? So I finally unboxed this guy because it kind of works with my segue there. Dragon Man. What an impressive figure this guy is. He is like really amazing. There are a few things, of course, like with most figures, because I said not all of them are perfect. I wish this bendy tail could bend a little bit easier, but man, and the head, I really wish it could look up without popping off with a special head popping off feature. But Dragon Man's pretty cool. And he's actually hitting the spot now where he won't topple over because he's pretty top. I mean, no, it's top. He's just a big, bulky dragon dude or android. I would love to see what we could get from the G.I. Joe Classified series line with that made to order format. I still think they have room to do HasLabs, but maybe a made to order thing is a weather dominator or the mass device, something where it's like 150 maybe for the whole thing. Maybe just a cube for the Pyramid of Darkness, and you just buy up to 4. That'd be kind of fun. But I guess maybe 1. You could just keep changing the environments. The ideas are flowing now that I've got my SnowCAT. Yes, the bivouac has been kicking my butt all month long. Well, not even a month. It's been 45 days of this, but I'm going to get it. Holiday 1. Congratulations to us. G-Brew, you can have all of Ohio snow. I will take it because I mean, when it's cold outside, I can't stand it. But when we get snow, I'm like, I'll be out there when it's frigid because it makes it worthwhile. Cold without snow is worthless to me, but snow, I will take it. Professor Picow? Is that like Tikau? How are you tonight? Where do we think the number ends on? No, I think 15 is short at this point. I'm trying to make sure that I stay within the price without going over. I am going to say we've still got basically 3 hours to go. I'm thinking it could easily see it going to 17,000 at this rate because it's just rolling at this point, and they are just doing their thing. Where is it at this point? 14,621. Yeah, I could see 17,000 before it's all said and done. Assuming there's more international backers who are, as we're talking now, backing and their numbers don't get included just yet. But I know there are a lot of people who are on, if all 3 tiers don't get funded, I'm canceling my order. So I guess we won't have to worry about that. S. Myers, what's up? Congrats, team. Once again, the Joe community comes through. Yeah, Jedi Classified, the Transformers, and the Star Wars Vintage Collection fans, they always come through for these HasLabs. Now I'm really hoping that this Vintage Collection gunship goes through so they don't have to deal with we might not do any more HasLabs like the Black Series fans got. But I think it'll come through. especially since the deck will be cleared without a competing HasLab. That's another thing they need to do. No competing HasLabs. Wait till one is done before you unleash a new one. Craziness. Thank you, Skew Raider, keeping us up to date with how things are going. Lead off Chain 55. I'm back 2 SnowCATs. So what are you going to do with the second one? Because they've got all these configurations. They're going to take the missile rack out of one and just use it as like a troop carrier. It's a fun option for it. And are you going to do a totally different sticker configuration? That was something my guy who bought 5 Rattlers, I was like, oh man, you know what would be cool is be able to put all those different decals on there, sticker decals all over and keep mixing them up. So cool. Brian, I am absolutely dreaming of a white autumn, and I'll just start getting a bunch of white spray paint on sale for that foamy snow type material from Michaels and just spray the lawn with it in August. And all my neighbors are going like, what is he doing now? And I'll just say, I couldn't wait till December. Got to get the snow out here right now. Michael D, I've been predicting 14 to 15,000 from the start around where the Ecto 1 landed. Oh, okay. When did Ecto 1, when was that one? Because I wasn't collecting, so I wasn't keeping up as intently with that. All I know is that it funded. Bray, bruh, we did it. Yeah, we did. 5 Rattlers, they hanging them from their ceilings. That would have to be a well-supported ceiling because those things would bring it down. Joshua, 5. I don't have room for my 1. Yeah. You gotta really change up the display when you get the Rattler there. It's like, oh, okay. King Collector. It's funny how everyone waited till the end to start backing this thing, put everything over the top. I guess in the end it doesn't matter, but it is like they're going to be the ones who get the money charged right away. Like those of us who, while they were saying HasLab SnowCAT was like, yeah, y'all keep talking. I'm going to go back this thing right now. Have a smooth time with no money taken out. But I don't know. Maybe just like it that way. Hauling that one, only back 1 because I need to pay for gunships too. Gunships. How many of those are you going to get? I feel like that's something at the price were a little bit smaller. And more people would buy multiples because that's one that really lends itself to army vehicle building. Now what? Right. Oh, don't worry. There's always something for us to want and demand from Hasbro. Ryan Daly, what's up, Loudspeaker Foul peeps? What up, Ryan? How are you, my friend? John Morsey, party at Jeff's house when the first Maryland snowfall is in the forecast. He needs us all there to serve as gaffers and grips who facilitate his photography. Oh, yeah, I'm going to need to have a full-on, fully insulated snowsuit. So I'm looking like an astronaut out there as I'm just going in and taking all these crazy shots. Oh, maybe I'll hit up Matt shooting the Galaxy and go, how do you do this with actual snow? But yeah, it's going to be so much fun. And when the snow hits this year, I'm just going to be like, I might have to cut out a picture of the SnowCAT and just go insert SnowCAT here next year. Welcome to the party, pal. Lawson, did I cue up that movie reference properly? Lead off Chain 55. I'm thinking of customizing a stinger and painting it white. So you may not need to, even though they're all over, because in that same tease of the Hiss tank, Cobra Commander said Destro slapped some white paint on a Hiss and a stinger. So you might not have to worry about it. It might be coming our way one way or the other. And also, let's do this really fast, just in case you weren't clear. But a white Hiss tank is something Hasbro's already done. And let's see here. Hiss tank has a picture of it. And maybe this will be what we get from that white Hiss tank. Rumored white Hiss tank. It's pretty clean white there. So what do you think? Should they put something else? I like using the Stinger missiles. And it's really interesting because it looks like here in this one, it's just like the same base as the other one. So the missiles seem like they have to be in the wrong position because this gunner here is going to have a bunch of missile exhaust right in his face. as they start launching off on them. So got that. And then we got like a little sleeping bag deal. Maybe they have a little sleeping bag for everybody. Or Destro and Baroness doesn't want them in the cockpit with her. But they'd be kind of interesting. And it's 724. So we'll see. And the more I'm looking at this, the more I'm like, well, that is different than his tank. I'm kind of talking myself into getting one. Maybe two, depending on how much it costs. Jibru, I don't know where I'm putting any of the stuff that hasn't arrived yet. My collection is all crammed into my bedroom. Yeah. I wish it were just to one section of my place. I wish I could say it's all crammed in the office, but it's not. Michael D, I really want to thank you for keeping a positive outlook on this. Thank you so much, negativity. Yes. So many Joe fan casts were piling on from the start, insisting it would fail. Now they're, yeah, it's, I don't know. I mean, my thing was, if it didn't back, then go do all the videos you want saying this is why it didn't work. It's like, they've all worked. They've all funded with all the tiers for G.I. Joe. And until that's not the case, we just got to assume that the Joe fan base is going to keep these things rolling. So, and then people were going like, oh man, they didn't do any advertising, but Hasbro laid off a bunch of people. And I'm sure some of them were part of the marketing wing. And, so I guess to some extent I was like, well, I'll help out. I really want this. Let me be a marketer and I'll talk about how much fun this thing looks like. I mean, it's because in the end, we could not have a SnowCAT, or we could have one that might be too expensive, but we'd have it. And I don't know about you all, but once it's on the shelf, I really don't remember how much I paid for it unless it's like super cheap. I mean, because it's like, okay, I have it and it's awesome. Like I got these Power Ranger figures, most of them for cheap, but I couldn't tell you how cheap they were. I do remember that Hawk Girl was $31 after I took some money off from GameStop coupons, but the important thing is in the collection and that I'm still enjoying it. So absolutely. And thank you. I appreciate that, Michael. Ryan Daly, been so busy I haven't even taken the Rattler out of his shipper box. Probably won't for another week or two. Because you need to make sure you have the space for it. And not a joke when you start putting it together. HoloNet 1. This is my 4th classified HasLab. Yikes! Same. Joshua, fair. My only complaint with the Joe HasLabs is that the seatbelts are a struggle to get connected. Man, I was trying to get Baroness back into the gunner position on the Rattler for so long. It's just like, and like the space is so tiny. I'm just like, what am I doing? I thought I was playing Operation, but got her in there and she's snug. So I was like, okay, don't come out anymore. Boomstick Saint. That's a fun name. And I think your avatar is pretty awesome too. My bank account is sad, but my brain is happy. Yeah. But you'll get more money to put in a bank account. All that matters is being happy with that SnowCAT and not having to pay more next year. So we got it. Lawson, this HasLab did not go down to the wire like Giant Man. Yes, I remember that stress. And I thought the tiers were kind of like, whatever. And they were like, well, people didn't want figures. It's tiers. And I was like, well, because we know people complain about that kind of stuff. So here you go. But excuse me, I think the made to order works out a lot better for Marvel Legends. And I wish we could figure out what Mephisto is going for so far, just in terms of how many people have backed it, because that'd just be fun to know. Michael D, this was a miserable summer for me. The misery ended today. So I had 2 songs right there. I had Cruel Summer. Then I had Misery from Maroon 5 playing while you said that. I'm glad the misery is over, because there was something about figures and toys where it's just like, okay, I can deal with the rest of the real world stuff later. I got something that makes me happy. And there's something about it. This is just a thick layer of icing on top of that. This is my first Joe HasLab, and I'm eager for it. I love my Snow Joes. Thank you. I mean, it's like, I always thought the snow outfits were the coolest because they would incorporate aspects of their regular gear over the snow stuff, and it's like, this is fun. And just other, kind of settings don't quite work the same. Oh, well, I just got a text from one of the VIP members, and that member, whose name will not be identified, said, let's do this. So, oh, sorry. Let's shake it up. Let's do something a little bit different here. Let's do a giveaway now. Let's see this. All right, so, and I'm going to show you what's going to be up for give. That didn't work at all. There we go. Now let's try that all over again. Yes, let's do a giveaway. And just to remind everybody, Hasbro has been paying attention. We do have some snow themed stuff coming, and that is this. So we're going to give this away tonight. The Snake Eyes and the Polar Bear set. So, good news. Everyone here, you get to be in on this giveaway. So let's do it. Let me catch up a little bit to the chat while I get my windows set. So let's do this. Oops. And let's do this. Giveaway. Let's do this one. Snow Joe. All right. And let's do 10 to new window. There we go. All right, cool. So share screen. Let's do this. All right. Right now, enter in the hashtag Snow Joe. We're going to do a giveaway. I'm going to catch up with the chat comments, but yeah, there you can still do that. So just post that in the chat, and you can enter and win the Snake Eyes and Polar Bear giveaway, courtesy one of our Loud's Figure Files VIP members. Finish Bob. Glad and funded with all the tears. I was seriously thinking of getting it. With seasonal layoff coming in September, October, it's a bit of a stretch. I understand, man. It's not rich. Yes, thank you for your positivity and excitement. Yeah, I mean, the real world is no fun, but man, I mean, this as you get older, you really just kind of understand. You should appreciate what you appreciate, and don't worry about other people not feeling your excitement. Just, hey, if you can find something that makes you happy that's not harming anybody else, go all in for it. And absolutely. So thank you. I appreciate it. Blake, it was eventful, but kind of uneventful. There wasn't a long build-up. Very happy for everyone who got one. All tears. And no tears at the end of it. Like, I want to get Flint. I would have been on here in the live stream just like, what's wrong with you people? 70s, baby. They need to do the Cobra Wolf to rival the SnowCAT. I will take it. Cobra Wolf is a cool vehicle. And I'm wondering, that probably doesn't need to be HasLab size. Maybe that's one we get as a post-exclusive. Absolutely. Nightmares Cave. Yo, Joe. I'm happy about the SnowCAT and all the tears. Thank you, Nightmares Cave. And how are you tonight? Yes, this is an awesome HasLab. And yes, we did get everything. Lost and Jeff, if you really want to impress everybody, don't put those patches on your clothing. Don't make your parents cry. I'm going to put it on my hat. King Collector. That Star Wars Ghost HasLab was awesome. One of the best halves they have put out. Yeah, and Sabine's out there. You got the whole crew. So that one was one where I was like, man, I'll collect vintage. But having the crew there was so tempting. And it looked like it was an awesome HasLab when they showed it off. So I'm really happy for everyone who was able and who backed it because it looked amazing. All right, we got 34 in the giveaway right now. Let me catch up here. Blake, Jeff, you made it more eventful with your excitement. I've got to start doing my new list so I can figure out what I'm going to champion next, because there's still so many awesome Joe vehicles. And, It's got to be a Cobra one next. We had our Hiss tank for the ground. We got our Rattler for the air. We need a sea vehicle for Cobra next. So, I mean, there's some really viable options for that. And man, can we even imagine what we're going to do with a hydrofoil? Cobra Moray? Amazing. And, we don't have to have it super, super duper size. Maybe like that Fortnite boat, just a little bit bigger. Joshua, I'm doing well. Sorry to hear about your migraine. Thank you. I found that as long as I keep my adrenaline and excitement going, it goes away. It's just kind of sitting down on the side, like waiting its time for me to be chilling, relaxing. It's like, I'm still here. But no worries about that because I'm too hyped up to pay any attention to the migraine. 14,148. And that was of 832. Mike and Nikki, Eminem Juggalo fam, fully funded HasLab. Womp womp. What's up, Mike and Nikki? How are y'all tonight? Michael D. Every HasLab hits a plateau after week one, and most end up doubling that plateau in the final days. This plateaued at 7,000, so 14,000 was always within reach. Yeah, it was really weird reading comments where it was like, "There's no way it's gonna fund." I'm like, why is there no way? Like they actually and totally got to give Hasbro credit for this because sometimes we go, oh, they're so blind. All they care about is the money. But they're like, people are getting laid off. We can't go 17,000 or 18,000 backers to get this funded. They took it down like 3,000 for that final tier. The Dragonfly, what was it? I mean, I won't be able to pull this up for you all, but the HasLab Rattler. Let's see if I can just find the listing still. If it's still on the Pulse website here. Okay, so let me go. Yes, great. So it's 18,000 to get Baroness. And I think everybody agreed she was the most in demand tier. We got 11,000 to get the patches. That was for the patches. People complained so much. And it was like, this is a pretty lame tier, but it didn't matter. 14,000 for the Rattler Gunner. So you had to go another. I mean, that was 3,000 between the first two tiers. Then you need another 4,000 to get Baroness. And that bad boy ended with 26,903 backers. So it was no problem. That was absolutely going to happen. So it was just a matter of time. 38 entries now. So I am about to do that really fast. Jalen, did the intro to the G.I. Joe theme play in anyone else's head when it funded? Certainly me, because I have been on a full kick of rewatching G.I. Joe, and I was like, man, this show is awesome. Some of those episodes, like when I finished watching last night, so there are 2 discs that are just really strong. They have like 5 or 6 episodes in them. Like all the ones on this one disc were just great. And then another one, they were just kind of up and down in terms of the quality, but it ended as strong because it had that shipwreck in Springfield. There's no place like Springfield, I think is the title of it, with Mora and his daughter and Polly coming through. Oh man, I love that episode. John, you said it, Blake. I'm living vicariously through Jeffrey. Good deal. I mean, this is just a great time to be a G.I. Joe fan. Holland at 1, Arctic Hiss incoming. Yes. Lawson, like button engaged. I appreciate it, my friend. KY Trucking 67, fully funded. Sweet. How are you, KY Trucking? Michael D. Way too many fans were hating on this, not because it was too expensive or not worth it or a bad HasLab, but because it wasn't the one they wanted now. Exactly. Mauler, Lamprey, Mobat is still possible. Yeah, because it was like, what do you think? They're going to just stop making something that's working? That only happens when it stops. But they were going to keep this thing rolling. And we have shown we're supporting these things as long as they keep making great, awesome vehicles. Doc Avenger, what's up, Doc? Can we rock? What up, Doc? I got 2 stingers, nice. 3 trouble bubbles, 2 claws, 1 rattler, 1 hiss, 3 coils. Forgot about the coils. 2 ferrets, one dragonfly, one bant, one SnowCAT on the way. Did I forget anything? Oh, yes. We got the missile system coming too with Colonel Hawk. There's so much cool G.I. Joe stuff still to come in 2025. It is going to be so hard trying to narrow down to my top 10 favorite figures for the year. I got a top 10 list right now. But wow, we got Slice and Dice, we got Budo coming, we got Hawk, and I'm still waiting on Retro Flint. And man, it's gonna be some good stuff. Then the Polar Bear, Snake Eyes, so much great stuff. 14,180 as of 8:34. Wow, I'm so far behind. Wow, I am so far behind right now. It's insane. How did that happen? Danny Roo, thank you for the $4.99 super chat, my man. What is up, Jeff? It's been a while. Hope you've been good, man. Life has been full throttle as of late. Hopefully it calms down for you, and glad to see you back here hanging out with us. And thank you again for the super chat, my friend. All right, let's see, where am I? Buy that spray snow to can and go crazy. Blake, see, you think I won't. I just might. Moses, SnowCAT in the winter in Florida. Do it. It'll be fun. Michael D, what will they do if they release Murray? Complain they don't live on the ocean. Man, that is trying to figure out a way to doctor up the bathtub to make it look like the ocean. I mean, and then we've already got a bunch of undersea sailors, divers. We got the mass device set. We've got torpedo wetsuits en route. Got the Cobra eels. Oh man, so much fun. I wouldn't be upset getting a tactical battle platform and have Shipwreck on top of it. Moses is going to take it to the beach. Going to become a sand cat. Nice. Pixelated Poses. What's up, man? Softball, I funded one earlier. So happy to see it hit all 3 tiers. That does remind me of one other thing I need to do tonight. That you all will appreciate. Lawson, if Hasbro would have promoted the SnowCAT more, fans would have said, I wish they weren't giving us the hard sale. There would have been something. We all know it would have been something. They're so greedy. Why do they have to do this? There we go. Okay. And let's see. Where did I go here? Yes. There we go. I have something else. So tonight won't be just one giveaway. We're going to do 2. But that one will come later. 14,211. Blitz 0065. We did. Yeah, we did. David Thanos. They should have done a surprise winter coat, Cobra Commander. Man, and Destro. Destro had a sweet winter outfit. Ben Doom, Eden Figure File Screw into my main man, 1 million. Who's not a shill? Jeffrey, what it is? Congratulations to the SnowCAT being back. Ben Doom, what's up with the exam, man? How did you do? All that good stuff. Knocked it out, I'm sure. But glad to see you here as always. See Redder. Yep. Preach, Jeffrey. Version 2 Snake Eyes. Absolutely. Blitz. Snake Eyes version 2 and Retro Snow Job for the win. Indeed. Ronnie Sand. Version 2 Snake Eyes for sure. Ski Redder. They love to put Recondo and Quick Kick and Crazy Mission Ops in the box art and cartoons. Just love Quick Kick so much. I did not care. I just thought he was cooler because he's running around with no socks or shoes in the snow or a shirt. Blake, Jeff, congrats again. Thank you, my friend. Question. Is this SnowCAT also larger than the Hiss and the 3.75 inch line? Let me see if I can find it out real fast for you. think they might have done a comparison video. Oh man, I thought there was a picture floating around of the his tank. Let me try one other thing really, really quickly, because someone had like an awesome comparison of all their G.I. Joe vehicles. Let's see, vehicles. And after the giveaway, I think I can find it for you. Oh, let me try doing a lot. And of course, just because I am trying to see, I won't find it. They're going to have every other combination of Joe vehicles out there except for the his tank and the SnowCAT. I want to say the SnowCAT was bigger, but it, of course, because it's a 3.75 inch line, it's a little bit harder. I can't find it. All right, let's do this. Jalen, I was honestly surprised at how many people were critical of the tiers. I feel like the team listened and really stuffed this thing to the gills. Yes, I never understood it. The bivouac was such a cool deal. I mean, it was a playset, it wasn't patches. People complain so much about them. They're like, all right, well, here you go. Here's a full-on action playset. Well, it doesn't have walls. Naked Gun. Everybody puts their hands to their forehead. That's one of my all-time favorite film vehicle, so I needed that. The only HasLabs I've gone in on were Ghostbusters. I didn't get to send them because I was unemployed when it was funded, and that thing is super expensive. I need Arctic, Quick Kick, and Gung Ho. Check and check. John Battle, Mr. Lyles, Mr. Battle. What's up, my pal? I see they got to pass the first tier. Not enough for me, though. Not enough for you? They got all three now. What's up, bro shot? How are you tonight? HasLab's fully funded. We should get one more amazing Marvel Legends HasLab. I don't know, man. I cannot see enough demand for Eternity. If Giant Man barely got through, Joshua, man, my paycheck is getting cut in half tonight. Yeah, it's gonna be like yoinks. No Dragon. Anyone want to sell me everything but the SnowCAT? Oh man. Ski Raider got to be one of the fave Loud Figure File streams tonight. Absolutely. All right, let's see. Let's do a giveaway. Pixelated poses. All these extra backers are like watching teams score more touchdowns when the game is already won. Right. Stop running up the score. Where are we now with that? You all won't be able to see while I have this going, but let's see. As of this moment, it is at 15,014 backers. No need to sweat it out at all. What up, Jace? Boston, Jeffrey, you're Hasbro's front man. I'd be busted broke all the time. Now, I do complain about some stuff. You're fixing one of those complaints. And I mean, everybody could, they could do more and they could do better. I think the classified series line is really locked in terms of what I want and what they're delivering. But I mean, we're getting there. And I think they're doing better with this stuff. But let's see here. They did a great job making this more than just another vehicle. I thought so too. I mean, the Rattler and Dragonfly, and they got those really great and very useful and necessary bases. I mean, we got so much more with this. MLC Turtle, I like every tier on this one. And I'm okay with the Rattler patches, so all good on that one when I get my Rattler. It's so weird because like it felt like half the people got them right away, right when they were doing the HasLab promotion for the SnowCAT. I wish more people got it in time. Excuse me, because it's like, excuse me again. Ideally, they would have last year's HasLab in hand before they're going, hey, we want your money again. So I hope they'll get that knocked out. Jace, 14,269. It really got over the top in the last few days. Yeah, man. The Loud Figure Files crew came through and started backing it. Let me see. I'm going to try to not butcher your name. Cave Kai Ellis. What's up? Do you think with this being funded, does this set up the ability for water vehicles to be done? Absolutely. I mean, I guess we haven't gotten a water vehicle from them yet, have we? Yeah. I mean, I feel like next year is going to be the sea. Under the sea is going to be their unofficial theme. Because it's Cobra's turn for a vehicle, just land and sea and air. Time for a sea vehicle. They can get a shark to us, they can get a devilfish out to us, and maybe they'll take some notes from the suggestions, let's call them, not criticism of this HasLab, and have vehicles that complement the HasLab in advance, or they have one mentioned, let's say February, March, maybe they have something for the sea that they've got the full render, or they've got the prototype and the pre-order ready. So come Yojo June, when they show and tease the last week of Yojo June, we got the Cobra Sea vehicle, whatever that will be. We've already got a Joe undersea vehicle to fight it. And then at San Diego Comic-Con, here's a devilfish as well. They do have a lot of sea Joes, so there's so many possibilities for it. But I absolutely think we're going to see some water vehicles very soon. David Thanos, of course it was a great game. Why do you think we ran out the score on them? Absolutely. Hank Day, what is good, action figure maniacs? I'm a Raven toy maniac too. How you been, Jeffrey? Awesome with this HasLab fully funded, my friend. How about you? Oh, Cave Kai. That would be nice to get the Snowsuit Cobra Commander. And Dr. Mindbender had a sweet one too. Yeah. That and are you saying the Stinger or the Stun? Because we do have the Stinger. I guess we could get that in white colors, but the Stun could be something. We get that Snowsuit Cobra Commander Dr. Mindbender as well. And that was 842. Nice. Man, they've got to get Snow Job out there. He's too great a figure to have such a, because he was sitting on post for a minute, and it was like, I need to stop messing around because I need Snow Job in my collection. And I'm glad I pulled the trigger when I did, because every snowstorm we get, Snow Job's going out in the snow with me. Jalen, I don't see the count on eBay yet, but somebody's piecing out the figures in Missile Rack already. Wow. You can still get it now. Lefty, squad up. Let's go, SnowCAT. Absolutely. Michael D, they need to re-release Snow Job and announce Blizzard and the Polar Battle Bear. So we got the His Team 788 squad. Oh man, when did I say that? Was I think in February they revealed that. So trying to think when I think people had it in hand not long after the His Tank, or right around that time. And I know we got Airborne and Doc in advance of the Dragonfly arriving, and I think they name dropped Airborne, and we had Doc all set. So that worked out. I'm hoping we see more. I mean, we know Iceberg is coming for sure. I wonder, maybe getting Snow Job a retro pared down version that just has the skis with a Polar Battle Bear might be a good way for people who missed out. Of course, everybody's going to have Snow Job already. He's going to go, I don't want another Snow Job. I want another Joe and maybe Blizzard or somebody. But Blizzard has a cool look. I would love to see him. Man, I want a Wolf too. That'd be awesome. HasLab's, I back Galactus, Rattler, Giant Man, and SnowCAT. 300? Does that come with all the figures? Asking for a friend. 19 Double J Chase. What's up? How are you? Has anyone seen Dial Tone? I'm still waiting for him. I gotta have Mainframe track him down for me. Them boys, what's up? What's gonna be my first Joe HasLab not backing? Because FOMO, and just back to 20 minutes ago. FOMO is real. Jalen, I back a lot because I felt like I couldn't miss that one. But other than him, it's just been all the G.I. Joe HasLabs for me. All right, let's see. You missed out on Giant Man. Holland one. So far, only classified HasLabs have hit all their tiers. Yeah, speaking of, I've got a Genuine song in my head now. Picked up this guy this week at Target. He was the only one there. I was like, yep, that's the version I wanted. We don't need to wait this out any longer. So Kite Man joining my McFarlane collection. Really happy to get such a random character for the line. I mean, there's some more important characters, but Kite Man getting a figure in this line is pretty cool. All right, let's see. Michael D. Do you have a Walmart in your area and they're putting up HasLab displays with plenty of crystal ball and Night Force Beach Head and Quick Hit? I don't think they'll be hard to find in about a month. Yeah, I don't think so either. Jojo Marvel World. What's up, fellow collectors? What's going on? Shout out to the haters. They didn't think this HasLab was going to make it. We're going to make it after all. He is absolutely an urban legend. So this giveaway for the Snake Eyes and Polar Bear is not. All right, so I have let that go for a second. Where is the thing now? 15,137 backers. Craziness. All right, let's see. Let's do this now. 47, about to draw. So get ready. Nope, can't do that. And it's not showing because there we go. Olu! Congratulations, Olu. You're the proud winner of a G.I. Joe Classified Series Snake Eyes Radioactive Hands and the Polar Bear. Congratulations on winning our first giveaway of the night. And just a reminder to do this. Email me at vilesmoviefiles@gmail.com with your address. I will send it along to our VIP member who might be able to send it out to you tomorrow. So send that to me as soon as you can. And if you need me to put that up again, I will soon. This Frostbite hit the nitrous button. Michael Flores. What's up, Michael? If you haven't been helped yet, Henry, I got you. Nice. I love it. Cooperation and teamwork, making the dream work here at Lyles Figure Files. Thank you, Michael. If you want, Michael, email me too, and I'll put you in touch with Henry. Olu, I bagged the Sindel, our winner. I bagged the Sindel on the Engine of Vengeance. After that debacle, it's refreshing to see people get their dream projects. Yeah, man, that Engine of Vengeance, I really feel like they could have just done it so much better and work for everybody. But yeah, we live, we learn. As Alanis once told me, why do you do that? Okay, let's see. Get this window back up to the mix. There we go. And you can see, I feel like it's probably got more than that since then. It was at 137 a second ago, and now it is up to 160, 15,160. This thing is rolling now. All right, let's see. Are your auditors just saying it? That's crazy. Chibru. I can't stand all the negativity from toy slop tubers. But want to be angry, I watch the news and work weekends. Need to document the cancels and move the exclusives to fan channel. That might not be a bad idea, Ski-Rater. That is crazy how fast it's rolling now. Target keeps delaying my Kite Man figure 3 times so far. Yeah, their website's not always the best for those pre-orders. Hank Day, let's push for that hooded Coco. Maybe HasLab can deliver a Hector Ramirez in 20 questions. Man, there's so many civilian characters I want. Blake, I really want the Manta wind sail for 6 inches. Am I the only one? It would be hilarious. Nah, dude. I mean, there is a very, very, very small list of Joe stuff that I would not want. So yeah, I'm all in for so much stuff. Lego Star Wars kid, what's going on? My 8 ball, not your crystal ball, says Murray Hydrofoil next year, 2026. So I bought Kite Man on Todd's site. Oh, really? And it's been delayed from there? It's weird. KY Chugging, Murray, 2026. David Thanos, I got lucky the last 2 times with Walmart. I pre-ordered 4 Mudas and they came in. I ordered 4 of those last time. Oh, I ordered 4 of those the last time. It's now seen as they were in stock and made it home. I guess order 4 of them. That's solid. What do you think of that scenery, by the way? mind-bogglingly mind-bendingly expensive too. Hank Day, Todd McFarland said Walmart distribution is very complicated. Why they have to go and make things so complicated? Man, Joshua, yours and mine. The closest Walmart to me is terrible. They have nothing. And for a brief moment, they're actually stocking new figures. It's like, what's going on? And then they went back to normal. It's like, yep, that's about right. Jace, a Terradrome HasLab would be insanely expensive. I'm not saying I wouldn't back it, but it would be expensive. Man, Michael D, I mean, ever since we got Copperhead, I'm like, what's up with Water Moccasin? I love that vehicle. I mean, that was a bathtub favorite growing up. And I need a Wolverine or whatever they need to call it so we don't have any confusion with the Snit guy or with the X-Men. Like, yes, got to get those. We got the vehicle drivers. Matthew, what's up, Matthew? Got Crystal Ball at the store today. Canceled my pre-order. You beat them to canceling it. Man, I'm always way behind on the chat. It's because I try to get to everybody's comments and so it just makes me super slow. King Elector. I always cringe when I hear something is a Walmart exclusive with good reason. I do have a good time. Hopefully, y'all are having a good time too. I'm just super slow. And clearly, I'm going to have to make that whole other topic a whole separate one because it's 9:47. How did that even happen? I haven't even gotten to the 9 o'clock chats. So far behind. Matthew, here's to all those that died in crowdfunding math. 40% in the last 48 hours. That meant all tears. Absolutely. You were saying that last week. I was with you. I was like, we're getting this thing funded all the way. You were like, no, I don't believe it. That's why you failed. David Thanos, now the school started already in your area? Wow. Hopefully these Walmarts put out those displays. Professor Picau, I have a great 3D printed moccasin. Oh man, I want to see what that looks like. Hit me up on email. Let me know. I want to see a photo of it if you don't mind. Yes, the USS flag as a HasLab is your driveway. Just put every vehicle you want on it. Michael D. I want Arctic Coco, Destro, Zartan, and Baroness. Give me a Snow Viper or Snow. Right. I mean, man, there's so many things that they could do with the snow theme. It's like, now I got the SnowCAT. Unleash it all. I will buy it and take it. There is hope for Crystal Ball. Not a paper doll. Ray O'Neill, what's up, Ray? I ordered Crystal Ball as soon as it went up. The order said it was shipped months ago. What, it was April, right? And shot changed to August 14th. It didn't ship in customer support. It said cancel the order and try it. Were you able to do that? Because I would never trust that. Dragon Davy, yo, Joe. We did it, my people. You all rock. No, you rock, my friend. Yes, we did the thing. Oh, man. Well, they're always saved, so you can always catch the replay. A flag would be 10 grand. Jay says, let's hit that like button, folks. Thank you, bro. Shot. Your check is in the mail. Murray HasLab 2026. Okay. Yes, we got to get this thing. David Thanos, a lot of new people here. 129 people watching. That's awesome. Very awesome. Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Like button engaged. Oil rig? I think maybe you're talking about the tactical battle platform. Hank Day. Oh man, that Mattel third man pack is going to be awesome. Yeah, but whose side is he on? Dog Avenger. I could believe they did it. The others made 8,000 in a day. Right. So it was just a matter of time. I need a beer, money, wrestling 2-pack. That would be sweet. We have 3 hours left to get Camden Road. I thought they might sell out, but no worries there. But next Thursday, or is it next Wednesday? Next Wednesday, I'm going to be right in front of Pulse, making sure I get that Storm and Wolverine 2-pack all pre-ordered. Brian P. Oh man, today is Thursday. I forgot again. I hope you didn't think today was Friday because I've got some bad news for you, my friend. You don't need no Giant Man scroll head, Jeffrey. When you got a perfectly good Dr. Doom head for Giant Man. Shudder. That was not a useful one for me at all. JS Astra. Gunship isn't going to fun. Some people were saying the same thing about the SnowCAT. So I'll believe it when it's all done. Never underestimate that last minute push. Exactly. Drew Originals. What's up, Drew? I need a Cobra Commander with a winter jacket. Yes, I mean, Cobra and their winter gear was sweet. Gotta get it. Not with the quickness, Jeff. Yo, Ivan. Yeah, I'm trying to think how much Russian paraphernalia is on their outfits. Would we be okay if that they weren't included on their stuff? Because I know with the Nikolai Volkov that Mattel is putting out for their Superstars line, he has nothing. He just has a red shirt on, and that's about it. There's no USSR, whatever. Got a Nikolai Volkov in that line. But would we be okay without the decals and all this stuff? Any kind of logos? I would like, yo, the October Guard are 2 important characters to not get in there. They made it into the cartoon. Also, the cartoon members of the October Guard made no sense beside Colonel Brekov, Dana, and Horror Show. Like, who are the rest of these members of this team? Oh, Luke, I should not be this excited for something I didn't even order. Feels like Giant Man. Excuse me. Nico! What's up, boss? What's up, Nico? How are you? It's a win. Pixelated poses. I want Cobra Commander, Destro, and Baron. Their winter gear was too sweet not to get. T. Yo, Joe. What's up, Eric? Congrats to SnowCAT backers. Wanted this, but shelf space prohibits it, and I'm waiting for Thunder Machine. I have too. I feel like that's a shoebox. They don't need to make it wider. It just needs to be able to pack a bunch of dreadnoughts on there. Call it a night. David Thanos. August 14th should be officially called SnowCAT Day. Absolutely. Ronnie, I love to have the hydrofoil in classified size. Because the lampreys, man, they had a cool look. The white and the blue vest, sweet. And the big silver mask. Yo! Hey, Jeffrey. Hope all is well. Doing pretty solid. How about you? Have you seen the new Hellboy figures? I have not. My buddy sent, I guess, like a little teaser image. Had they actually posted what the figures look like now? Let's see. I didn't think they did. Oh, that's pretty cool. No, I don't see that. I haven't. How do they look? Hustle SM. I want to know who is running to the pit commissary getting all these coffee cups. That's more Joe's and coffee cups now. They can take them to the cantina and Moss Isley. Lady J, Flint, Crankcase, and name a few. We can have a cup of Joe with a Joe. Love it. Lawrence Cooley. What's up, Lawrence? It's all going to use the old breaker head for my Arctic Flint. Oh, really? So you're going to have Flint with a beard, huh? All right. Like it. John, I guess a lot of Joe fans never really need that polar bear. Yeah, man. Gingivitis 75. Happy we got our money's worth. The bivouac tier. The bivouac tier didn't get reached. I was out. No worries there. Joshua, payment plans for all Hasbro purchases would be great. Yes, sir. Lawrence, I think they could do tanks made to order. I think so too. Maybe the maybe the Mobat would be a great test for that model. Yeah, a little bit taller than real life there. David Thanos. I can't wait to see everybody's display of SnowCAT in the campsite. I'm sure everyone has to clear an acre of a shelf. I have a whole other shelf dedicated to the 85 and 86 figures. And once that arrives, I'm going to clear it out. Bell Bib Dwight. Joshua, pickups this week of the Savage Land 3-pack. Oh man, you got your Studio Series Megatron, the final two Constructicons. Oh shoot, they're already done and out now. Darklon, the Joe Diver 2-pack, and the Masterpiece God Bomber add-on to Masterpiece Power Master Prime. Very cool. What was your favorite pickup from the week? Michael D, missing a big question. I see your shirt. What's your favorite Looney Tunes cartoon? Geez, there's so many. Does my shirt doesn't even have Foghorn Leghorn. I really like him. He's hilarious to me. It's been too long since I've watched to know a specific episode. The opera one was great. Anyone with Bugs and Daffy and Elmer Fudd, really great too. Dog Avenger, Fantastic Four She-Hulk, she's en route to Dragon Man and Crystal Ball on the way, and Trench Fibers. I saw the Trench Fibers. Hasbro was like, hey, guy, we got that Snake Eyes and Polar Bear for it. It's like, no, nothing until after the HasLab. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that, too. Hell, Biv DeVoe. Hell, Biv DeVoe. Poison. Billionaire, what's up? Got the Divers and Snake Eyes Polar Bear this week. Who are the Divers? So they're exclusive to Pulsar from Target. Matthew, you stole my number. I said 17 in week 1 of the campaign. It's wild, right? LC Turtle, back from basement duty. Flint still unlocked? Oh, he's so far away. Like Flint's in the distance now. We've moved on to how many it's gonna get by the end of this thing. And by the end of this thing, this show, 15,315 backers right now as of 9:58. And I'm sure when you asked, it was 9 o'clock. Gosh, terrible keeping up with the chat guy. It's Jizzy. We need a wolf and ice viper. Absolutely. Henry G. Pickups. Snake Eyes and Polar Bear, Law and Order, Snake Eyes, Version 4, Savage Land 3-pack, Elite Edition Doomslayer. Can't believe I paid $60. First Steps Wave, think that's it. Not bad. What's your favorite? Also, I have some contributions from some of the gang here at the House Figure Files because they sent photos along of what they got this week. So let's start off. Why is there a bug flying around in here? With our Rattler HasLab winner, Snake Eyes, who has his Rattler in hand now. Big thumbs up. So that's awesome to see. Thank you for providing the photo. Then we got Retro Robo, and he's got a ton of stuff. He's got 2 of the Polar Bear. Nice. So he can do like Croc Master. We got 2 alligators, crocodiles. Law and Order, Breaker, Thanos and Psylocke. 4 Cobra Claws. That's awesome. Flint, Televiper, 2 Televipers, Cover Girl, and Fantastic Four She-Hulk, who should be arriving to me soon. And then got these from Ryan Daly, Green Lantern, Breaker, the Rattler, and Dragon Man. Very cool. So again, if you want to send along your stuff so everybody can see it, just send me a shout out at loudsmoviefiles@gmail.com. And I'll post what you got this week. Ronin X33. Well, Mike stayed true, didn't topple over like normal. Despite the haters, it backed fully. And there are a lot of haters, and it backed all the way. So good deal. Cold slithers the way. Let peeps get their stuff. You'll get more support. Drop complimentary squads before picking a vehicle. No competing HasLabs. Yes. Blitz. I backed multiple. Customize the extras. Oh, I can't wait to see what people do with those. Henry G, DC Direct, Wonder Woman, and Superboy. I saw those this week, and I saw the Superboy variant, which I think is really cool. There's nothing else that really goes with them. Actually, I guess that long ago Tim Drake would fit with that Superboy. So that was pretty cool. I didn't get any of them because, again, I got a SnowCAT. I got SnowCAT responsibilities. Don't have kids. I got a SnowCAT to pay for. So, yeah, they look pretty cool, though. Vector 1 did come down to the last few days. Okay. I have no idea, King Collector. Maybe he wasn't here. Maybe I read that somewhere else. Because I probably would have asked, where are you going to display all those? Great question. I guess get him on eBay, I suppose. Chemical reactions. SnowCAT. Ching ching. Brian, my Savage Land pack has arrived. Hasbro double charge you. Oh, that's not great. Also, Fantastic Four She-Hulk arrived. Nice. Ronan, I hope we get regular snow. Me too. I mean, because really, if we don't get snow, I'm going to be so upset. I might get a second one to do a Tiger Cat. I wonder if they'll do that later with the streamlined strip down of all the features version. The white his tank does look good. Ski Raider. Like Jack, the bivouac. I will look for Savage 3-pack for retro. Thank you, MLC Turtle. Is that a Walmart thing? I think it's just a Pulse thing. Tom Finn got Fantastic Four She-Hulk this week. Proof that straight up repaints are perfectly fine as long as you get the costume details right. oh, that's right. Tomorrow we got a few drops coming from McFarlane. I think I have those pictures all queued up and ready to go. But I gotta hope these will not be a problem because I'm reading Infinity Inc. right now. So I'm kind of like, I'm the perfect audience for it right at this moment. So Obsidian is dropping tomorrow at the McFarlane toy store, but he's not the only one. So this might make it a little bit easier since it's not just one figure as opposed to paying the normal $80 shipping. And then also Mr. Bones. And it looks like they're basically using a lot of the same parts. Actually, Mr. Bones has his own cape, soft goods, which is interesting because he's got a flared, and McFarlane should know he drew him. It's kind of cool to get this figure in the line, though. That's fun stuff. And hopefully we get more of Infinity Inc. They're very unrepresented in figure form. Maybe we can get Fury before it's all done. I know time is running low, but that'd be pretty fun to get her in the line as well. Lawson, I'm not looking forward to Wolverine, Storm, and Cyclops Jean Grey 2-packs because Hasbro exclusive, being Hasbro exclusive either. Gonna make some folks unhappy not to get them. Well, Gambit and Rogue are still there, and I know they're not exactly the same thing, but hopefully it'll be like that, and I'll make sure they have enough. Joshua, doing the math on what the shelf display costs caused some pretty serious mental damage. Michael D, packages are piling up. I'm hoping you feel better, my friend. Got Cold Slither, Studio Series Megatron, Constructicons, G-Force Battle of the Planets Princess from Storm Collectibles, Marvel Legends Ghost Rider, Missing Link Cliff Jumper. Very cool. What was your favorite of those pickups? Let me come through faster. True. F82. I joined late. Hey, man, welcome aboard whenever you show up. But we talked or speculate about possible supporting figure packs like the His Fire Team? A little bit. I'm hoping for more name characters. I don't think we're gonna get troopers for the Joes on that, but maybe a 3-pack of Cobra villains would be fine too. Documentary for sure. I did not need that. I mean, it was like the zombie wasn't helpful because it didn't match any of the other zombies that they'd done in the line so far, which were all MCU based. At least getting the scroll would have worked with basically anything. Still trying to get that hashtag for you, man. What's up, Jay Winter? How are you tonight? What's up, Lightforge? All right, now I've caught it to the giveaway. Great. Let me zoom through. All right, very good. Catching up. What's up, Kwame Taylor? How are you, my friend? We do need the water moccasin. Absolutely. Why is it 10 o'clock already? This is terrible. Javier Torres just got it and motivated to buy it a few moments ago. I'm really surprised we meet the tiers, really shocked, very pleased and happy for that. This is my third HasLab. Third G.I. Joe or just third HasLab in general. Yeah, it's awesome, especially when all the tiers are met. Where there's no sweater out, it's like, cool. I know everything's coming with this thing now. So congratulations, you got it. Reaged. Amen, brother Jeff. Preach the truth. Love the plastic. Be happy. And don't worry while you're at it. You be playing. Jeff, another successful HasLab in the bag. Absolutely. How are you tonight, my friend? Yeah, Jamelin. Shoot, it's on its way to 16 at this rate. Oh, man. Hot towel over my temples, over my eyes, the whole deal, man. Lead off chain 55. I was backing no matter if the tiers hit or not. Same. I mean, all I had to do was say SnowCAT. Finally, put that bad boy in and make it happen. Chris Poole, what's up, Chris? Thanks. My Cobra Claw came in today, and I love. The only critique is the ammo and the drum for the shotgun is in backwards. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I was like, this is so cool. I feel like the shotgun might be a little bit unwieldy for the Cobra Claw pilot, but really dig it. It's fun. All in that one was next year's classified HasLab Cobra C vehicle. That's what we're calling. What's up, the collector? The Havoc looks like it could use a lot of these parts. I think I read that there might be some thought to that they were making it the size it was because they could reuse it for another vehicle. So I'm fine with that. Excuse me. Danny Rue did come through and hot. Kwame, a Cobra Stun would be awesome. I love how that doesn't have to be major, and that could be doesn't need a whole lot. So maybe we can get away with it being like a Vamp size or Awe Striker size. Awe Striker. Danny Root, the collection has grown since my last visit here. I've been yes and yes. The collection has definitely grown. I'm actually catching up to some of my figures and then continuing to populate by still going to Target and finding more stuff to buy. And then, hey, Amazon, what do you got? Oh, Hasbro Pulse. What's new, gang? I got a pile of loot coming from Big Bad Toy Store. So next week's reveal of everything that came in is going to be massive. Hopefully I can catch up on some of this stuff. No, we don't need the stun to be HasLab for sure. Kwame, congrats to all the back to SnowCAT. May it double on the aftermarket. Lawson, classified fans get spoiled. Legends fans, hunger. It hurts so bad I can taste it. Roger Rebel, Jeff, you got me thinking. I might need to get a large fish tank for some G.I. Joe underwater diorama action. Man, gotta go to PetSmart when they have a sale. Doom Customs. First time I've not backed a HasLab. Really feeling underappreciated by Hasbro. Directing my money to companies and lines that appreciate us as a community. We deserve better. Thanks, Jeff. Hey, man, thanks for coming through. thinking of customizing the stinger, paint it white. I think I responded way later. I know you're like, this dude actually forgot to comment, but I did get it. I'm just catching up. Hey, Lawson, I don't know. The Sky Striker needs to be bigger than the Rattler. I think it could be streamlined. I think, interestingly enough, the size of the Rattler and the Dragonfly. Actually, I think Dragonfly size. And I'm pretty sure I saw this picture. Let me see if I can find it. Now that I said I'm pretty sure I've seen it. Because of course, now that I try to do this comparison, no, it will not be found anywhere, of course. Man, oh man. Boo. Let's see. Did I say? No, I did not. I was about to say, did I actually put, because now, of course, I'm like a hero. Let's try it this way. Because I'm pretty sure I saw a comparison of both these vehicles side by side, and it does not need to take up more shelf space than it. So I think it would work. Shorter or wider? Because I thought it was wider. I know the Hiss was taller. Hey, Lawson, keep posting all that awesome stuff on Instagram, man. We're loving checking it out. What you think about the Omega Red and War Machine 2-pack? We do need Deep Six. What's up, Eggplant Comics? Get me a water moccasin. Yes. Time for that Murray. Oh, Cobra Bug would be awesome too. MOC Turtle. I think it was your video that brought the fans together to get the cat and flint. It's so awesome, but I think people were just waiting till the end to get it. Javier, we have a year to figure out where to display them. That's always the thing, because it's like it's all fun and games until it arrives. Like, whoa, where is this gonna go? C-Ray. Oh man, they're going with some cool stuff there. I hope they can figure out. I hope they can crack the code on Deep Six. But yeah, all those divers, Blitz, hydrofoils, loaded weapons, spots for figures, and it's the most beautiful thing in the line. It was a great vehicle. Low Dragon, fighting for freedom wherever there's trouble over land and snow and air. G.I. Joe's there. Man, I wish we got a good 6-inch A-Team set. Like, where's Ramen Toys with that? I mean, we do have a Mr. T figure. We in there like Flint. I play with toys, absolutely. Javier, 6-inch A-Team figures would be great as tiers for this signature event. Right. We have a million bats. Why not serpents? Blitz, that makes sense. Raphael, it depends. What's up? First off, it depends if you're a Hasbro Pulse Premium member. The shipping is free if you are a member. And they have a HasLab surcharge that if you're a Premium Pulse member is also taken away. I think, it depends, of course, where you're located. But the tax, I think it's closer to about $345. I think. Christopher Rose. Hey, Jeffrey, is it too early to cancel the 5 I ordered as John Connor? The 5 I ordered is Bart Simpson, and the 5 I ordered is Benjamin Pierce. I mean, I'm sure no one thought of that. Okay, I was like, yeah, man, John, it was too good to pass up on. That's crazy. He is a mystery. Man, I'm trying to figure out how to not butcher your name. Tari sent you the platinum. Yeah, I did not want the platinum. I wanted the regular one on Kite Man too. I play with toys. I can't lie. I thank you all for the FOMO. You're welcome. Maurice, I forgot Kite Man. That's another one I get at some point. What was it? I need Mastron, but just for the throne. I think it's Best Buy has him right now. So there you go. Now I've caught up to the giveaway. 942. I'm not too far behind now. What's up, Alan? How you doing? Nerd affiliated. Congrats, everyone. What's up, nerd affiliated? Thank you. I should order. Eduardo, it's my first time bidding on a HasLab. And I understood that the haters don't want to have it, but they don't want those who wanted to get it either, which was so weird. Yeah, I mean it's more of a not so much a bid, but it's just like you're going, yeah, I want it. And then of course at this point, they're gonna take it right out. Say you wanted to get one next year and you backed it early, it doesn't take out, they don't take a penny out until the last day that it's there. So you're all good. Congratulations. Man, I so want the whale. And now I got a SnowCAT. My attention is going to head over to the whale. But I have to be patient because I know next year we're going to get a Cobra one. You talking about Crystal Ball the Collector? Man, pixelated poses. We got to get that because I already did my G.I. Joe 24 mod. I'm missing the headquarters. And the headquarters would be a really fun display piece because it's really, we have just about everything except for the Mobat. We got the Dragonfly, we got the Vamp. I mean, let's get the headquarters now. Hey, listen, my musical taste is wide and quite varied, and it varies to so much stuff. What's up, Fleazy? When the Walmart looking for that new display, but ended up with a flat tire. Good thing they had fixed a flat. That didn't work out at all. 353 for premium member. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, because the drone is basically like the same thing repeated over and over again. So maybe that could work. All three tiers make it an easy buy. Absolutely. What's up, Benny? How are you? Dun, 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 dun. Michael Solis, if you want more Jeff, there's always Loud's Movie Files with two Louses, me and Jace, in Chief, and sometimes Chuck, sometimes J King. You never know who the third or fourth man is going to be over there. Alan, I want to snow his now. Well, they tease it, so we might get it. Jalen, how many made to order fatal fluffies? What's that? What's their fatal fluffy? Wait, what's their deadly secret? Oh man, I need my whistle to do my full Zartan thing. Gosh, it really depends on how much they are. Sheesh. They weren't ridiculously expensive. I can see buying 8 of those. It's just like because they've got. I mean, they came with so many options. I'm shocked we never got those as figures. But I mean, you got the whip, you got the fire breathing one, you got the gun. Come on, man, there was so much. Lemon meringue pie day. Do you like pie? Yeah, I mean that the fatal fluffies would be the show would be in trouble with them. Maurice, what's up? The force be with you as well, my friend. The Thor 2941. What's going on? I almost didn't back the SnowCAT because of shelf space. Then I thought, you idiots, you backed the Four Horseman Dragon. So yeah, I backed it. Congratulations. We're so it's like this feeling of euphoria. We've got the dragon. We've got the SnowCAT wrapped up, all 3 tiers. It's just sitting back taking a big victory lap at this point. It's 10:19. Let's see. It's almost time for our next giveaway. Where are we now with the wow, 15,567. And let's do this. Let's pull up. What is the next giveaway? So, one of our Laos Figure Files VIP members was like, hey, Jeff, things have been working out pretty well for me lately. I want to give to the Laos Figure Files community. And if that VIP member wants to identify themselves, feel free. I know sometimes they like to be anonymous, but if you do, just let me know. So we're gonna do this giveaway now for a Mofex John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum figure. So you see, that VIP member got two. And one of those will be yours. And John Wick is the man, and you can get the Boogeyman as for free. Let me do this real fast so you can see what it looks like outside of the packaging. By the way, Ballerina is available now on digital. So there you go. So, what should be our giveaway for this one? What should we make that? Let's do, because I like to change up the hashtags. All right, let's do this. Now, let's get a new window, some screen, and let's do you. Boop, boop, boop. There you go. So put in that hashtag Wick for John Wick, and then you can be entered into the giveaway. Flint just wrote Lady J's name on it for it. Yeah, you can switch out whichever. I don't know if it's removable, but you can do all kinds of fun stuff with it. Most you can affirm it. $65 for 6 months. Well, that's a really solid deal then. Joshua, complete devastator, is my favorite pickup. The Sauron is a close second. Very cool. Maurice, only pickup so far this week has been Night Sister Marin. Last week was seriously heavy. You did have a lot of cool stuff last week. What's up with FedEx with your pile of loot? That's no good. Pepe Le Pew. Oh, man. Absolutely. Me and more. The Thor. If we hit 16,000, Hasbro will give us yellow snow. Hopefully not. I say, sir. Game Quest, what's going on? Good evening, all. Receive Snake Eyes. Good evening to you. Receive Snake Eyes version 4. The Polar Bear 2-pack. Most of Devastator. Mixed Master. Why? McFarlane's Deathstroke. Oh, cool. Where'd you order them from? The Storm Marina's Ken, which Taste the Gold this week. That's good news because he's arriving soon. I think tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to breaking down my first Storm Marina figure. Yenzer Toy Guy only picked up X-Force Archangel this week. Just got the shipping notice for the Savage Land 3-pack. What do you think of Archangel? I had a little bit of trouble getting the wings up or the wing tips on there, the blades. But once I got them locked in, it's like, it's pretty cool. Now, my alternate head sculpt, the paint is terrible, but really solid figure. And glad to add another member to X-Force. Doc Avenger, I think they're supposed to get some more next year at some point, so we will get them soon. Buzzbomb picked up Breaker at Target yesterday. Nice. What do you think? Oh, man. 20 minutes later. You're being very generous. It's more like 40. King Elector, Best Buy has them, so probably. Curse of Fenrir. Fenrir? I feel like I butchered that. They are going to, just later on. Yeah, it is. Which means we should get that too. Flint, come with a coffee maker is the most me figure ever made. Yeah, hopefully we get that next. That would be awesome. I'm a cover shell. I want all their icon. There's so many. Like they can keep cranking out vehicles, and we would be a long time out from that. Aaron Easton. Shout out to everyone who backed it 13,999. Trying to be the one that funded the SnowCAT. Jitang Wong. Jabber, what's your favorite toy line? All time or right now? Right now it's G.I. Joe Classified series. All time. G.I. Joe Classified. G.I. Joe, the original. And probably my number 2 is Marvel Legends, just because they've done it so long. We've gotten so many great figures. Number 3 is probably the Palisades Muppets line. And let me see. I really like the Simpsons line from Playmates. The Star Wars Black Series is starting to gain some traction too, though. Really love when they're coming from. Oh, right. Yes. And less than 2 hours now. Yes. Man, you need a lot more. And you gotta have the laser too. All right, let's see here. Let me see if there's one. What's up, Freeway B Ray? How you doing? Great. Now I've caught up to this one. All right, let's see. Let's do this. Oh, really? They are? That's cool. Did she come with a dog? You're right. Rick Cage, Jack, my musical brother from another mother. I'm an eclectic mess from Anthrax, Mill to ZZ Top. Got Lays, ZZ Hill with Bach, Queen, Kill Switch Engine. It's Kill Switch Engage. List Mozart in between. Yeah, man. It's awesome to just have a whole bunch of stuff to listen to. Bruce Tro 19. What's up, Jeffrey? Been watching you for the last few days and just subscribed. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry for like taking forever. Actually, I almost got up to the chat. I backed the SnowCAT before it hit 8K. I'm shocked to hear all 3 tiers are back. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Does that make me crazy? Dude, it was getting real dicey, but it did get through and we got everything we wanted. So worked out for all of us. Game Quest. Jeff, regarding Deathstroke, I had to order him from Best Buy, and you're going to freaking love Storm Raiders Ken and Ryu. Guaranteed. Where did you pre-order Ryu from? Because I ordered him. I pre-ordered both him and Ken from Big Bad Toy Store. And Ryu got delayed, and Ken is en route. It's going to be weird just having one of them. I guess I'll just fight the Jada Toys figures. There. Lefty, last week's mail haul. Transformers Studios Series 86 Long Haul Hook, Silverbolt, Snake Eyes version 4, Marvel Legends Savage Land 3-pack. That's the Comic-Con Anakin Obi-Wan, Marvel Legends Crossbones 2-pack, the Marvel Legends Squadron Supreme 2-packs. Where did you get those 2-packs from? Because hopefully you got them on a really good sale. Doc Avenger, my 3 favorite lines, Class 5 Marvel Legends, Cosmic Legion, Horseman stuff. Very cool. That definitely sounds like something we should do for a topic soon. Pixelated poses. Ryu's up in Amy Amy. Very cool. How much? Lawson, just give me that wig figure, Jeffrey. We can stick a fork in this one. We do need to stick a fork in this one because I have been on for too long. Let's see. Where are we? Let's do this giveaway right now. Turn it. Sorry. It's so dramatic. Doc Avenger wins our giveaway for John Wick Chapter 3. Parabellum from Mofex. Congratulations, Doc Avenger. Huh, that's funny. Maybe we just need to be the last person in the chat. Holy DC will make. Oh, I hope so. Congrats. All right, let's see. Congratulations, Doc Avenger. And as always, make sure you do. I know you're so close, right? Do this. Hit me up. HelloHouseMoviePods@gmail.com. If you want to send a photo along with all the cool stuff you got, hit me up there too. And yeah, do the thing. Yo, Joe. Hello and good evening. Good evening. Hope all is well. Doing pretty good. All the tiers were definitely unlocked, and it is rolling along. David Thanos was using the Force to try to win. Only a Sith deals with absolutes. All right, let's see here. Is there anything else to talk about? Oh, sorry, because I close that window. Right now the SnowCAT is at 15,683 and 1 hour and 29 minutes left. So maybe we'll get to 17,000. Good deal. Still got my adjustment last. Send it to me again. That way I can make sure I have it straight. And yeah. Just send it to me like, yeah, send it to me again. All right. we have to make sure that we have it fair so everyone can get a chance to win. Well, that's it. We got our HasLab backed all the way, and a topic that is just to be used for later. But thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with me all this time. This is a super sized edition, but it was full of excitement because we had a big HasLab breakdown, and so that was pretty awesome. And thank y'all for dealing with all my excitement. And again, next Wednesday, back on for Lyle's Movie Files. Jace, Chief, I, maybe some more guest stars. We'll be talking about everything going on cool in Hollywood, comic books, video games, whatever our divergent paths take us. And the next Thursday, I'll be back on here again for another edition of Lyle's Figure Files. Hopefully we'll have some more cool news because the HasLab hype is gone now. And of course, there'll be more things to discuss and talk about. So that's when the lives are. Of course, I'll be doing more videos, so stay tuned. But thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. And have an awesome weekend. We'll see you next week. For now, this episode of Lyle's Figure Files has been filed.